What go on, my people? Man like Mike back with another one, and today we'll be discussing two fragrances. Fragrance battle between Louis Vuitton Imagination and Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum Concentration. First of all, we will start with Bleu de Chanel. So, here is how the bottle looks. Cuboid shape. This one is a 5 fluid ounces bottle and 150 milliliters. Magnetic cap. Here's how the atomizer looks. Lovely stuff. By the way, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate the likes. I try and get back to all comments, and subscribers help me get close to my personal and family goals, what I'm trying to do. And I also enjoy making content, guys. So yeah, spraying this one, guys, it opens with a citrus, not opening, and it dries down with a bit of amber and woods. I love the smell of this. What else shall I tell you about this? Performance on this, performance is pretty good. I can get about 8 hours with this one. However, it's not going to be loud. If you're looking for the loudest out of the line, that will be Bleu de Chanel Eau de Toilette. That's the loudest out of the three. The longest lasting is probably Bleu de Chanel Parfum out of the three. I believe this fragrance came out in 2014, so it's 11 years now. Seasons, this is an all year round fragrance, so you can wear it in the spring, the summer, the autumn, the winter. Number of sprays, you can be very minimalistic and safe and give it 5, or you can also overspray with it. So for example, if I'm overspraying, I might wear like 13. So it could be, today I'm in shorts, could be one at the back of each leg, so behind the kneecaps. Could be one either side of the ear. Could be one at the back of the neck, so that's 5. One on each pec of the chest, so that's 7. We can also do one on each wrist, that's 8, 9. We could also do 2 on the t-shirt, and if I decide to wear a light jacket over, that's 2 on the jackets, that's 13 sprays. Occasions, this can be worn in many occasions, so it makes a great office scent, makes a great date scent, great for a job interview, great for a daily. For me, this is a fantastic one and done, especially if you don't want to pay the money of what this costs, but we'll get onto Imagination shortly. So with Bleu de Chanel, for the 150ml bottle, it retails for around 152 pounds. Yep, 152 pounds. I'm on my second bottle of this because this fragrance here was the fragrance that made me get into collecting. I loved it so much. Finished that 100ml bottle. I thought, yes, I have to get another one. But this fragrance, if you want a one and done, this is amazing. It's classy, it's versatile. You can wear it anywhere. Just fantastic. I love it. Now I've got dozens and dozens of fragrances, and even though there's a lot that people say is better, this is probably my second favorite in my collection. Yeah, fantastic fragrance. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. If I was to rate this out of 10, me personally, ooh, somewhere between an 8 and a 9. I'll probably give it a 9 out of 10. Yes, some people be like, Mike, this fragrance is basic though, blah, blah, blah. But it does a great job. What it does really well. And if you disagree, go argue with the wall. I love this one. Moving on to Louis Vuitton Imagination. Now this one, recommended retail price is 100 milliliters. Like with the Bleu de Chanel, a magnetic cap. Let's see if I can show you guys. It's not as easy on this one. No, I'm really struggling to show you guys this one, but it's 100 milliliters or 3.4 fluid ounces. I've just shown you it's a magnetic cap. That's how it looks. And with the straw, it is visible for the amount that you've used, but somehow they make the stick look invisible. It's amazing. It's incredible. I'm not sure how they do it, but yeah, it's great stuff. In regards to performance with this, I've had this last half a day. Don't ask me how. It just has. Like with this one, I can go nose blind to it, so I will smell it for like the first hour or so, and then I won't smell it, and I might turn my neck and get a whiff of it, sort of thing. But yeah, there's been times where I thought, the scent's faded. So like for example, I might have sprayed it like 7:30 in the morning, and then like 1 p.m. in the afternoon, I've got a compliment about it. This one can be worn in all seasons, but performs best in the summer, in my opinion. I have worn this in the winter and it still held its own. Then times when you don't want anything heavy to wear. Also, guys, with the engraving, as you can see, MAS, they're my initials, and that was done free of charge. So it should be done at the price of these bottles, if you think about it. With Louis Vuitton bottles as well, if you use all of the fragrance, you can bring it back to Louis Vuitton, and should they have the fragrance in stock, they're able to refill it for a fraction of the price. This will make a great interview set, job interview scent, a great work scent, great date scent, great for running errands. Yeah, if your morning is long, it'd be even be a great gym scent. This is fresh, clean, soapy, citrusy. People say tea and ginger, but I don't get it on my skin, I'll be honest with you guys. If I was to rate this out of 10, I would say, I rate this a 9.5. Some people might be watching this saying, Mike's, this is a basic one too. Yeah, go argue with the wall if you want. What it does really well, like Bleu de Chanel, so put some respect on its name. Okay. Anything else to add in regards to these? Number of sprays, yes. With this one, you can play it safe and do 5, or you can overspray again. So you could do 1 behind each ear, 1 at the back of the neck, that's 3, 1 on each wrist, that's 4, 5, 1 on each pec, that's 6, 7, 1 on each t-shirt, that's 8, 9, and if you're wearing a light jacket, 10, 11, and if you're wearing shorts, again at the back of the legs, 12, 13. So that's 13 spray. That's if I was to overspray it personally, but each to their own, whatever works. Final thoughts then. If you're looking for something that's affordable, that's a one and done. Bleu de Chanel, definitely. If you can afford both and you're interested in compliments, Louis Vuitton Imagination. They're both clean, but which one smells cleaner? Louis Vuitton Imagination. If you're looking for something that can perform in the winter, both of them can. However, Bleu de Chanel may perform that little bit better because it's a bit more heavier with the woods in it. Louis Vuitton is my favorite fragrance out of the dozens in my collection. So if I was to only own one, I'd own Louis Vuitton Imagination. However, I'll still be content with Bleu de Chanel. Bleu de Chanel made me actually take this fragrance collecting that bit more serious. Anything else? I don't think I've shown you the atomizer for Louis Vuitton Imagination. Oh, smells amazing, guys. With Bleu de Chanel, I forgot to mention, you can also find them discounted, but not heavily discounted. And you'd have to really look, or you may have to sign up to some newsletters in some. However, with Louis Vuitton, you cannot find them discounted at retail. If you were to get it discounted, you may have to look at somewhere like at eBay or a Facebook marketplace. I'm not saying I'd recommend it, but that's if it was to get discounted. Over then, that you're pretty much paying full retail for it. With Louis Vuitton, if you was to buy it from online or if you was to go in a store, you're supposed to get 2 samples minimum. But if you do buy it from store, don't be afraid to ask if you can try some more. So for example, when I bought this one, I said, can I have some more samples for the missus? And the sales assistant was kind enough to give me more. So yeah, back to the fragrances. Wonderful fragrances, clean. Both will make a great one and done. But yeah, if you're thinking more something more affordable, this one, it doesn't necessarily need to be the largest size, 150 ml. You can get these in 50 mils and 100 mils, but I like this one so much. I bought the largest size available. In regards to the Louis Vuitton Imagination, they've got 100 mil and they've got 200 mil. So yeah, that's it in regards to fragrances. Guys, this is going to be an amazing one. So, stay fresh. Whoa, so good. Oh, so good. Stay blessed.